Hashtag reach is dropping on Instagram. Now this is because the Instagram algorithm is changing. Let's dive into it. Yo, what's going on guys, Thor here back with another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about hashtags and look into why hashtag reach has been dropping a bit lately. Now before we dive into it, just quickly I want to mention I'm hosting a free Instagram training, the best training that I've ever hosted, live on the 28th of May. We'll be teaching all of this, so if you want to learn any of what's on here, basically new ways to grow on Instagram, how we take one account and grow by 20,000 followers a month, we'll be showing a 0 to 5k followers case study, and also how the best way to actually start making money on Instagram as a complete beginner. If you want to learn any of this, any of what you're seeing right here in written text, well, the link to sign up is down below. It is free to register and join. We'll be going live on the 28th of May on Tuesday, so if you want to learn any of this, make sure you mark down the time, click that button down below and register, because it's going to be a bomb training. So why is hashtag rankings dropping down? First of all, we all just have to acknowledge the fact that Instagram is going through a lot of changes. The platform is going through a lot of changes. I made a video the other day about Instagram hiding likes, which is something Instagram is now doing because they want to kind of take a different approach towards the platform. They want to make it more private in a way and not that pressurized. And so there's a lot of stuff going on Instagram, and they're constantly adding new updates, testing new features, and whenever Instagram does this, it affects how the API works. Now let's go back a bit. Let's go back 3 months, because 3 months ago we saw a quite huge change on the Instagram platform. So I would say in the start of 2019, at the end of 2018, the main way you kind of got new exposure towards your content, like the way you gained new followers, the way you basically ranked your content, was primarily on the Explore page. The Explore page was where you got the most amount of traffic to your post, gained the most amount of new followers. However, there was suddenly just a massive overnight change on Instagram and to the Instagram algorithm, which basically resulted in this new traffic more so now coming from hashtags. And this is the biggest change that I've ever seen to the Instagram algorithm happen ever before. Suddenly, I'm not even reaching people from the Explore page anymore, or at least my data, my analytics on my posts say that I don't reach people from the Explore page, but I only reach people from hashtags. And personally on Instagram, during my 3 years on Instagram now, I've never ever before had this huge amount of people now coming to my content, checking out my profile, following me through hashtags. Before, I used to maybe get 2,000, 3,000 people that I reached, or impressions from hashtags, not even that, just like 500 or 100 people on my biggest accounts that I reached from hashtags. Hashtags wasn't a significant boost and a way to kind of reach new people. But now, after this just quick overnight change to the algorithm, we're seeing, and I'm seeing, my posts reach as much as 50,000 to 100 to 300,000 people. As you can see by this screenshot right here, one of my posts, this post right here, reached like 200,000-300,000 people just from hashtags. This has never happened ever before in the history of Instagram. And there's a spider on my wall. I hate freaking spiders. Yeah, anyways, we've never seen this happen ever on Instagram before. It was just a sudden, huge change. And so what basically this resulted in, people just now growing more followers through hashtags, and that just made hashtags really just blow up. Hashtags just became huge things. Hashtags just became so much more important than what they ever had been before, because before we didn't really get much traffic from them, but now we get huge chunks of traffic from hashtags. And I assume all of you guys can relate to this, because your insights now in your posts are probably, you can see a lot more impressions and reach from hashtags. Now then, suddenly a week or two, I would say 2.5, 3 weeks ago, people just suddenly, the hashtag reach just suddenly dropped. Now, this was exactly around the time where Instagram announced that they would be testing with this new feature where they're hiding likes, and during that time, they were screwing around a lot with the API. And I believe this is one of the reasons why this happened, because when Instagram is like testing a new feature or doing something on a platform, they're screwing around with the API, and the API is really the core of the entire platform. And so that affects the algorithm. And doing this, I think this has had some causes and some effect on our hashtag rankings, basically because what they did somehow changed the algorithm in some sort of way, and that just made our hashtag reach just plummet. So because of them just testing all these new things, this happened. We're dropping our hashtag reach. Now, I don't want you guys to worry, because I don't think this is something permanent. I'm already seeing my hashtag rankings going a bit up. And so I don't want you guys to worry about this, because I just think the only reason for this happening is the fact that Instagram is testing with new features, that they're kind of, screwing around with the API, and doing that makes these specific things happen. Now I'm curious to know if you guys have noticed any of this. Like, drop a comment down below and let me know if your hashtag reach, for example, have dropped, if it's picking back up, when you saw this happening, because your insight is just as valuable to me as my insight is to you, because I learn a lot from you guys' comments down below, and I read every single comment as well. I don't reply to all of them because it's a bit difficult. Some of you guys have some weird comments too, but drop a comment down below and let me know, because I'm really curious to hear you guys' insight as well. Now that being said though, right now with this restructuring and Instagram just playing around with the API and making a lot of changes on the platform, it's the perfect time for you to actually take your hashtag game serious, because hashtags is the main way that I'm growing followers right now. It's like the core of my growth right now. It is hashtags. It's trending, and you need to have your hashtag game on point. What I personally use for my hashtags, and it just allows me to really crush my hashtag game, is Flick. It's basically a tool where you're able to search up a hashtag, and it gives you suggestions to what hashtags is related to that one, so that you can find like sort of like a lookalike audience to people who are also engaging in similar hashtags to the one that you're using. So if, for example, you have a hashtag that you're succeeding very well with, you can kind of replicate that and find a lookalike audience to that. At the same time, it shows you how many hashtags, how many likes the top hashtags have, the specific ones you're using, and it also shows you the amount of uses for that hashtag. So it's really powerful tool. I'll link it down below if you guys want to try it out, but that's what I'm using for my hashtags, and it really allows me to crush my hashtag game. But that pretty much concludes the video. I'm curious to know again, guys, what you have been experiencing regarding this. Have you seen your hashtag rankings drop? Have you seen them increase lately? Let me know down in the comment section below, guys. And if you have not signed up to the free training I'm hosting on the 28th, I'm hosting that together with my mentor Ben, the guy that taught me Instagram. He's the god at what he's doing. He knows his shit, and you'll be learning from the best. So it's gonna be a killer training. We've got so much awesome value prepared for you guys. So if you haven't signed up, click that link down below. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure you smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, my name is Thor. I post videos about Instagram, and Instagram is my full-time job. I love it, and I just post videos sharing what I learn with you guys here on YouTube. So yeah, if you want more of this kinds of information, make sure you tap that red button. And that being said, I will see all of you beautiful people in the next video. Peace.